What if the greatest empires you've never heard of held the keys to humanity's forgotten brilliance? History often spotlights the grand narratives, the Roman legions, the pharaohs of Egypt, the dynasties of China. Yet beyond these well-trodden paths lie countless civilizations, their stories obscured by time, their legacies often overlooked. This journey explores the forgotten empires of ancient Asia, realms that once commanded vast territories and shaped the course of human development. These are not merely footnotes in history. They are crucial chapters, offering profound insights into the intricate tapestry of human civilization. We define forgotten not as entirely unknown, but as those whose influence and complexity are rarely given the prominence they deserve in mainstream historical discourse. Their rise and fall echo universal themes of power, innovation, and the relentless march of time. Understanding these lost worlds is more than an academic exercise. It challenges our preconceived notions of ancient power, reveals the incredible diversity of human ingenuity, and underscores the interconnectedness of early societies. By unearthing their stories, we gain a richer, more nuanced appreciation for the foundational eras of our world. Our first forgotten empire emerges from the shimmering heat of the Persian Gulf, the Kingdom of Dilmun. Flourishing from the 3rd to the 1st millennium BCE, Dilmun was a pivotal trading hub, connecting the ancient civilizations of Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Its strategic location on vital maritime routes made it a nexus of commerce and culture. The people of Dilmun were primarily Semitic, speaking an ancient language related to Akkadian, the lingua franca of the Near East. Their society was characterized by a sophisticated urban culture with evidence of monumental architecture and intricate seal carvings. These artifacts speak to a people deeply engaged in trade and possessing a distinct artistic identity. Dilmun's economy was built on its role as an entrepot, facilitating the exchange of copper, pearls, timber, and other goods. It was an empire not through vast territorial conquest, but through its unparalleled control over maritime trade routes and its economic influence. This unique form of imperial power allowed it to thrive for millennia. Family life in Dilmun revolved around extended kinship groups, with evidence suggesting a hierarchical social structure. Communities were organized around temple complexes and administrative centers, reflecting a blend of religious and secular authority. Their societal stability was largely underpinned by their economic prosperity and strategic importance. Dilmun faced numerous conflicts, primarily from ambitious Mesopotamian rulers seeking to control its lucrative trade. The Akkadian Empire, the Neo-Assyrian Empire, and later the Neo-Babylonian Empire all exerted pressure, leading to periods of subjugation. Its decline was gradual, a slow erosion of its independence as land-based empires grew stronger and trade routes shifted. Though its name faded from common memory, Dilmun's legacy is profound. Its people likely assimilated into later Arabian populations, but its contributions to ancient trade networks were immense. It facilitated the flow of goods and ideas across vast distances, proving that economic power could forge an empire as enduring as any built on military might. From the vast steppes of Central Asia, we turn to the formidable Xiongnu Confederacy, a nomadic empire that dominated the Eurasian steppe for centuries. Emerging around the 3rd century BCE, the Xiongnu posed a persistent and existential threat to the burgeoning Han dynasty of China. Their origins are debated, but they were a diverse confederation of various nomadic tribes. The Xiongnu spoke an Altaic language, distinct from Chinese, and their society was fundamentally equestrian. Their lives revolved around herding livestock, particularly horses, which were central to their military prowess and nomadic lifestyle. This mobility allowed them to strike swiftly and retreat effectively, making them a formidable adversary. Their empire was a confederacy, united under a supreme leader known as the Chanyu. While not a centralized state in the traditional sense, the Chanyu commanded immense authority, coordinating raids, diplomacy, and military campaigns. Their power stemmed from their ability to unite disparate tribes and project military force across vast distances, demanding tribute from settled agricultural societies. Xiongnu's social organization was tribal, with strong clan loyalties and a clear hierarchy based on military merit and lineage. Family units were often large, reflecting the need for collective labor in a pastoral economy. Their communities were mobile encampments, moving with their herds across the steppe, yet capable of forming massive armies when needed. The Xiongnu's history is replete with conflicts, most notably their protracted wars with the Han dynasty. These clashes shaped the early history of imperial China, leading to the construction of the Great Wall and numerous military expeditions. Their decline was multifaceted, stemming from internal divisions, succession disputes, and sustained pressure from the Han, eventually fragmenting into northern and southern branches. The fate of the Xiongnu people is complex. Many assimilated into other nomadic groups or settled populations, including some who became part of later Chinese dynasties. Their legacy is undeniable. They were the first great nomadic empire of the steppe, pioneering military tactics and political structures that would influence later groups like the Mongols. They forced China to define itself against a powerful external threat, shaping its borders and its identity. Our final destination takes us to the lush landscapes of Southeast Asia, to the ancient maritime kingdom of Funan. Flourishing from the 1st to the 7th century CE, Funan was one of the earliest and most influential states in the region, centered in what is now southern Vietnam and Cambodia. Its formation was deeply intertwined with the burgeoning maritime trade routes connecting India and China. The people of Funan were likely Mon Khmer, speaking an early form of the Khmer language. Their society was a blend of indigenous traditions and significant Indian cultural influence, evident in their adoption of Hinduism and Buddhism, as well as Indian administrative and legal concepts. This cultural synthesis defined much of early Southeast Asian civilization. Funan's economy was primarily agricultural, based on rice cultivation, but its true power lay in its control over trans-peninsular trade. It was a thalassocracy, an empire built on naval power and maritime commerce, acting as a crucial intermediary for goods traveling between the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea. This strategic position brought immense wealth and influence. Social organization in Funan was hierarchical, with a ruling elite, priests, merchants, and commoners. Family life was likely centered around agricultural communities, with strong communal ties. Their cities, like Okio, were sophisticated urban centers with extensive canal systems, reflecting advanced engineering and a well-organized society. Funan engaged in various conflicts, both with neighboring states and internal factions. Its decline was gradual, influenced by the rise of new regional powers, particularly the Chenla Kingdom, which eventually absorbed much of Funan's territory. Shifting trade routes and internal political instability also contributed to its eventual fragmentation and disappearance as a unified entity. While the name Funan may be forgotten by many, its legacy is profound. It laid the groundwork for later, more famous empires like Angkor, transmitting Indian cultural and religious ideas throughout Southeast Asia. Its people are the ancestors of modern Khmer and Vietnamese populations, and its sophisticated maritime networks were foundational to the region's historical development. Funan stands as a testament to the power of trade and cultural exchange in shaping ancient empires. The stories of Dilmun, the Xiongnu, and Funan are but a few threads in the vast, intricate tapestry of ancient Asian history. Each empire, in its own way, defied the conventional definitions of power and influence, leaving behind legacies that continue to resonate. They remind us that history is not a linear progression, but a complex interplay of rise, fall, and transformation. Common themes emerge from their forgotten narratives: the profound impact of geography on destiny, the diverse forms that imperial power can take, and the enduring human capacity for innovation and adaptation. Whether through trade, military might, or cultural synthesis, these civilizations carved out their place in a world far more interconnected than often imagined. Rediscovering these forgotten empires is an act of historical justice, restoring their rightful place in the grand narrative of human civilization. Their echoes remind us that the past is never truly lost, only waiting to be heard. By listening closely, we gain not only knowledge of what was, but a deeper understanding of who we are. If you enjoyed learning about the forgotten empires of ancient Asia and want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. It helps us create more content you'll love.